You guys seriously would not believe the luck I've had with my cars recently. So last month, tow truck driver crashes my Mercedes into my 240, through my garage door, and into my M5. That's 3 cars right there. Then earlier this month, I go look and I see that the Lotus has been hit. Now the Lotus got hit exactly where it had been hit before, really didn't do too much damage, and it already needed to be fixed anyways because there's a crack right in the front bumper. So I'm kind of considering that one like, you know what, no harm, no foul. The day we're leaving for our trip for California, I go check on the BRZ and I see that the front bumper has been hit again since the last episode that we did on it, but this time they hit it hard enough to completely crack the whole front bumper straight up in half in 3 different ways. What does that make, like five cars now? So yeah, that's like bad luck, but you know, I was ready to go on my vacation, so we're in California. Yesterday we're in California, we're driving home in Chelsea's M5, we're at a gas station. Some girl starts backing up for no reason, keeps backing up. We get on the horn, she just keeps backing up, 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, hits the M5 for no reason. Did not look behind her whatsoever, backed up 9 feet into the M5. Damage isn't the worst damage. I mean, we kind of got lucky, just some deep scratches, so the bumper's going to need to be repaired and fully repainted. At that point, I'm like fully on tilt. I'm thinking like, how do we have such bad luck? 6 cars in less than 60 days. And then we drive home, we get home 2 a.m. and I see a note on the front windshield of the FJ. Call me. Bagged into your front, messed my car up, but yours look fine. Well, they weren't wrong. My car looked fine. Just a couple scratches here. That might have been from my own doing, and some scratches here. That wasn't me, but you know, that's the benefit of having a front bumper made out of a 1/4 inch of steel. So yeah, feeling a little unlucky right now. I swear teenagers today are like,
it was a funny angle.
And I'm like,
it's behind you, Tyro. Whenever you reverse, things come from behind you.
but on the real, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's bad luck and stuff like that, but I'm in a fortunate situation where I have the abilities and the resources and everything to take care of them and fix them. It's kind of having a lot of car tax, but hey, let this be a lesson to all you guys. First of all, if you're new to driving and you're a young driver or something like that, check your mirrors, check your rearview mirror, check your side mirrors. If you don't see anything from behind you, don't just start backing up blindly. Like, get out of the car, look, do something. And also, if you're a pedestrian and you're walking behind a car that's backing up, do not trust them. Like, don't trust them. Don't be behind a car that's moving, because people are on a different level of dumb these days. All right, enough with the ranting. I haven't been out to the shop in quite a few days. Oh God. Let's hope nothing's wrong out at the shop, but I'm excited to get out to the shop, get my hands on the 240. Let's get to work. All right, back at the shop, and I'm so happy to say that everything is safe and sound and as it should be. So let's get down to work. I want to get started as quick as possible. I feel like it's always good to keep the momentum going once I land in the shop. So I know I need to build another one of these triangular dealies right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that out of this piece of frame rail. It's pretty simple, like we showed before. Cut, bend it together, weld it up. I just wrapped up working on another one of these triangle pieces. This is what the weld looks like unpolished or ground down or whatever. Actually looks a lot better, so I'm going to leave it that way. So that's good. Those are both good to go. Now, like I showed you guys before, those go on the frame rails to extend them down, so there's more room for these mounts to bite into. So now I want to start focusing on the next part of the mount, which is this guy. I need to harvest this piece of aluminum out of here so I can see like what shape it is, how I'm going to be able to work with it, and to start designing my engine mount. Now to do that, I'm going to need to get the rubber out of here, because these don't pop out of here in any way. I'm going to try and chisel this out right here, see if I can pop this whole thing out through the bottom. If not, we're going to have to light it on fire.
Derp, 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 derp.
All right, those metal casings are not gonna budge, so we need to burn that rubber out. And to do that, we need fire. And I took my blowtorch camping, never brought it back. I think I threw away my lighter because it wasn't working very well. So weirdly enough, I have no way in here to make fire a proper way, which means we get to make it in the improper way. I don't have a game plan yet, but I do have a container. I'm going to fill this container with fire. Hopefully controlled fire. All right, we've got our first B is for campfire going here. It's actually running out of steam a little bit here. I guess that's what the paper's for. Luckily, there's no shortage of fuel around here. All right, we're raging again. Now I just got to try and use that fire to catch this thing on fire. And once this thing's on fire, it should just kind of do its own thing. It should just burn itself out here. Don't worry, this is all a very safe, controlled experiment in a controlled environment with control, you know? By that I mean a hose, which hopefully works as long as my water bill hasn't been shut off yet. Not gonna lie, I have not paid that thing since I bought the house. Ah, you see, now we got that's on fire. That's what I was looking for. Should just burn itself out from there. Well, let me start by saying I had a lot of fun with the fire part. But unfortunately, it did absolutely nothing to help us in our journey of getting the metal isolated and out of the other metal. So I've got this thing stuck in the vise. I'm gonna zip around it with the cutoff wheel, and then same on both sides. It should drop out the butt and light it on fire again, and we should be able to burn the rubber off. So far, I gotta say the campfire has been my favorite part of this build. So you can see down here in the rubble, the Terminator 2 looking scene that we have left here. That piece right there and that piece next to it are the two keeper pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out, cool them off, and then clean them up. These are cleaning up pretty good for coming out of a fiery inferno. I'm gonna go ahead and give them the chop right now. I'm gonna cut them right about here. The idea is we don't want all of this height, so it's gonna get cut here. Something will probably get welded onto the base, then a bushing, and then set onto the engine mount. So yeah, I'll cut it and then finish cleaning it. Well, it took a lot of effort, but we have our two little mounty pieces here, and I'm happy about it. Let me show you how these work. This guy was designed to sit under here about like this, and then when you rotate it to get the right angle, you get a flat bottom surface right about here that will mate up with our flat surface right here. We just need a bushing in the middle of it, of them both. And I would love to show you that, but well, here, let me show you that. So this is kind of how it looks outside of the car. This is a bushing that's developed for this type of application. It's just a generic one. And then this will need some sort of a bolt that goes down out of the bottom of this, and that would go through the bushing and through this as well, that will hold everything together. And as well as that, it's gonna need a little, like, I don't want to say a washer, but maybe like you could consider it like a hat or something that will come off of this piece and cover the top of that bushing and go right through here. So then the whole assembly kind of comes under here and goes up through there and attaches onto the car's frame like that, and something like that. It's not all aligned right now, but that's the idea. That's the rough idea. Now the reason I didn't fabricate all that stuff up today is I have another kit coming in the mail tomorrow, and that includes a different bushing that I think will actually be better because it's kind of tapered, so it'll little easier squish in the top end and then gets a little bit harder down at the bottom. And as well as it kind of also comes with a top hat. So I think overall it may be a better solution and easier to build, but just more importantly is the better solution. So I'm probably going to go with that. And Eric's going to be here tomorrow, so he can weld on a stud to the bottom of this very, very well, whereas I would be a little cautious of doing it myself because it's a very important part. So I would look forward to that tomorrow, getting this through the bushing and mounted into that, and the engine actually mounted in the car. I know I said I was going to have it all mounted up today in this next episode, but got carried away with campfire and stuff. Today is Thursday, which is trivia day. A lot of you guys noticed we did not go last week because we were prepping for Beamer Fest, so I'm not skipping this week. It is my one time to hang out with Adrian, have a beer with him since we don't work together anymore, and get a staunch reminder on how little I know about useless information. In one of the last videos, you guys had some valid criticisms about my diet with the microwave burritos or ironed burritos, the cups of noodles, cupcakes, all the beer. Valid points, but I've got a strategy for overcoming all of that, and it's brilliant. Recent studies have shown that texting while driving is one of the largest killers of drivers my age. So by stopping doing that, putting down the cell phone, maybe picking up the donut, I'm doubling my life expectancy. And then the rest of all that bad food will just bring it back down to normal. I don't need to live forever, guys. I don't want to be greedy. One thing I love about the FJ is you can park on the curb. Got the team together. Wish us luck.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night.
Second place, Dynamite Cody. First place is Mike in there.
We're second going into the scoring break. I don't think we're gonna hang on to second, but we're actually doing really well. So I'm excited to see how we'll do in the next scoring break.
Third place, Dynamite Goats. Top 3. Third place, Dynamite Goats.
Yeah. Yeah, both those teams took it. They had 5. They had 5. So our team of 3. Third place. We did good. We did good. Third place. Alright guys, well trivia was fun. We're down here in the studio. I'm going to do some streaming for the rest of the night. But that's where I'm going to call it a night for the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been notified by Eric that, oh, if you guys didn't notice, we got third in trivia, which is pretty good because we had only a team of 3, which is that's actually really good. Eric let me know he's not going to be out at the shop tomorrow. So tomorrow, it's all on me. Finish the engine mounts, weld the whole thing up. Engine sits by itself in the engine bay tomorrow. Tomorrow's episode will be titled, "The Engine is Mounted," or something like that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So thanks for watching. Thanks so much for the support. If you want to help out and support even more, head over to bsforbuild.com. Find any of our merchandise, picking any of that stuff up. All the proceeds go towards supporting the channel. And if you want to find us at more places, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all those things, all those places. We're BS for Build on all those. Feels like it's been a while since I've done this spiel. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Please remember to like and subscribe. Peace!